I want to swim, but I fear. The crowd was shouting. Whistles were blowing. The swimming competition had started. Children were diving into the pool, racing like dolphins. But I was not one of them. I stood behind a tree, hiding, shaking, and wishing. Wishing I was brave. Wishing I could jump in. Wishing I could swim. But I feared water. No one knew. They only saw my smile. Inside me, fear was sitting like a stone. I was just 6 when water tried to kill me. It was summer. I was playing near a pool. My ball rolled in. I tried to take it. I slipped. I fell in. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't scream. I went under. The world became silent. Water was heavy. I thought I would die. But someone jumped in. A man I never knew. He pulled me out. I coughed and cried. Everyone said, "You're safe now." But they didn't see that fear had entered me that day. It lived inside me forever. Years passed, but the fear stayed. Every time I saw water, my heart beat faster. I avoided pools. I avoided beaches. I avoided questions. People said swimming is fun. I smiled. But I never told them I feared even standing in water. I only watched others swim, from far, always sitting alone, always silent. But deep inside, a dream was still alive. A dream to swim. A dream to beat my fear. A dream I buried again and again. Then came a day that changed everything. My friend Tom saw me sitting near the pool again. He laughed and said, "You sit here every day like a ghost. Why don't you just swim?" I smiled and said, "I can't." He raised an eyebrow. "Can't or won't?" I looked down. "I fear water." He didn't laugh. He just said, "Come tomorrow. Bring a towel." I didn't promise. But that night, I kept thinking about his words. Something felt different. The next morning, I surprised myself. I went. Tom smiled when he saw me. "Good. You came." He didn't push me into the water. He sat beside me on the edge. "Just dip your feet in," he said. I was scared, but I did. The water was cold. My body trembled. But I didn't run. Tom said, "See? That's step 1. You did it." For the first time, I smiled near water. The next few days were slow. Very slow. I stood in the pool, only up to my knees. Then to my waist. Tom held my back while I tried to float. I was scared each second, but I kept coming back. I was learning to trust water. I was learning to trust myself. Then came the twist. It was a warm afternoon. The pool was quiet. Tom said, "Let's try floating again." I agreed. He supported me as I lay on the surface. But suddenly, a boy shouted nearby, and Tom looked away for a second. In that moment, I lost balance. I slipped. I went under. My old fear came rushing back. Water was over my head. I panicked. I forgot everything. I kicked wildly. I screamed, but no sound came out. I thought, this is it. This is how I die. Tom pulled me out in seconds, but it felt like hours. I sat on the floor, coughing, crying. "I'm done," I said. "I will never come back." Tom didn't argue. He sat beside me. "Fear doesn't go away in a day," he said. "But you didn't drown. You survived. That means you're stronger than yesterday." I didn't reply. I left. For 3 days, I didn't go to the pool. I thought it was over. But something inside me kept speaking, "You came so far. Don't stop now." On the 4th day, I returned. Tom was waiting, as if he knew. We started again. Slowly, gently. Weeks passed. I could now float alone. I could kick. I could breathe in water. I was not fast, but I was swimming. I was no longer afraid to enter the pool. My dream was becoming real. Then Tom said, "Let's do something big. Swim across the pool." My eyes widened. It was long, too long. But he smiled. "I'll be beside you." I nodded. I took a deep breath. I jumped in. I kicked. I moved forward. Halfway through, I felt tired. I wanted to stop. But then I remembered how far I had come. I kept going. And then I reached the other side. I touched the wall. I looked back. I had done it. I swam across. Tears filled my eyes. I laughed. I shouted. I felt something I had never felt before. Freedom. Tom came and hugged me. "Now," he said, "you are a swimmer." Life became beautiful after that. I swam every day. Faster, stronger, better. My fear didn't vanish completely, but I had learned how to live with it. One day, I saw a small boy near the pool. He was crying. I went to him and asked, "Why are you crying?" He said, "I'm scared of water." I sat beside him and smiled. "Me too," I said. "But I learned. And you can too." That day, I helped him put his feet in the water. Just like Tom helped me. But here's the twist that changed everything again. One morning, Tom didn't come to the pool. Nor the next day. I called him. No answer. Days passed. I got worried. Then I got a call from his sister. She told me Tom had moved away to care for his sick father in another city. He had left quietly, not wanting to say goodbye. But he left a letter for me. It said, "You feared water. Now you swim. You feared falling. Now you teach others. I may not be there. But you don't need me anymore. You became your own strength. Teach others. Be the guide now. And remember, fear is not the end. It's the beginning." Tom. I cried that night. But not out of fear. I cried because someone believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And now, it was my turn to be someone's Tom. Today, I teach swimming to kids who fear water. I tell them my story. I show them my scars. And I say, I wanted to swim, but I feared. But I didn't let fear win. You don't have to, either. Because now, I know the truth. Fear is strong. But dreams are stronger. Sometimes I sit by the pool at sunset. I watch the ripples move slowly, softly. And I remember the boy I was, the boy who hid, the boy who shook, the boy who cried. I feel proud of him. He didn't run forever. He didn't quit forever. He stood up. He stepped in. He swam. And you, yes, you. If you fear something, don't run from it forever. Walk slowly toward it. Even with shaky legs. Even with a trembling heart. Because the first step doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be real. That one step can change your whole life.